Advanced Rain Control is a proud sponsor of NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. Don't get caught in the rain without a quality gutter system on your home. From Advanced Rain Control, call Curtis today at 210-863-9881 and tell him Kenny Long from NYSR sent you. Houston Energy Football, a premier all-women semi-pro football team competing and representing Houston, Texas in the IWFL. Come out and support the Houston Energy as they charge for an IWFL championship. Home games played at DeMent Stadium, 1000 Keene Street in Galena Park, Texas. Tickets $15 at the gate. Check them out at HoustonEnergyFootball.com for pre-order discounts. That's HoustonEnergyFootball.com. NYSR is proud to be the new home and voice of the Houston Energy. All Houston Energy home games will be broadcast live on NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio, with Kenny Long, the voice of Friday Night Tights. Just go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the live Houston Energy link. Once again, that's nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the live Houston Energy link. Houston Energy Football. Go Energy! Sports Safe. Sports Safe is a brand of video games designed to educate youth players ages 5 through 13 about sportsmanship and safety. Using any compatible mobile device, tablet, or computer, kids and parents alike can learn about safer play through short, interactive scenarios. Dr. Jillian Hotz and her team have created this uniquely designed game system for both player education and to serve as a compliance tool for leagues and teams. Sports Safe is now a proud sponsor of NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. For more information on how you can participate, purchase, and be a part of Sports Safe, you can check them out on the web at www.sportsafe.com. That's sports with a Z, safe.com. Or go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the Sports Safe banner. You can also email them at info@sportsafe.com. Give them a call at 1-800-970-3886. Sports Safe. Play safe.
You're listening to NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio.
And welcome back. Live here from our studios in Brenham, Texas. This is NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. You're listening to The Kenny Long Show. Netmo, thank you very much. AAU football in the house. The K-Town Raptors. Nice to hear from you. Also, getting some people letting me know they want to send their shirts to me. That's right. Email me at nationalyouthsportsradio@gmail.com, and I will send you the info to send the shirts to, and we'll wear them here as we do the show each and every day, every day, Monday through Thursday. I put a different one on every single day. Today we're sporting the North Houston Panthers. We'll shout out the name, all that fun stuff. The STYFA, I want to say South Texas Youth Football Association. I'm not sure. You're going to have to give me the full name of that acronym, Nicholas Forrest. But thank you for the interest. Definitely looking forward to getting your email. Again, thank you for calling in that mode. It's a great show for you. We have fun doing this every Monday through Thursday starting at 12 noon. We're here. This is the Kenny Long Show here on NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. Baseball in full swing. Waiting to find out who is going to be finally in the hunt for October. As we kind of broke that down, who's the leaders right now in the American and National Leagues in the different divisions, who's fighting for the wild card spot. There's still a couple of divisional races that are going on. So we're getting to our topic that we somewhat touched on yesterday. We didn't really finish it. I did put up the Twitter poll at Kenny Long NYSR. Go on there and vote right now. I got it up there. It's what should be the punishment for youth sports organizations caught cheating? What do you think it should be? The choices I gave you was ban coach involved only. So just ban the coach who was involved in the cheating scandal. Ban the coach and the team. So not only does the coach get sanctioned, but the team as well. Ban the entire organization. So regardless, whether they were involved or not, the entire organization, because a lot of people will make an argument. And let me step back here, because I made these choices for a reason. I put ban the coach only because I've heard the argument from people that, well, it's just the coach. You can't blame the kids. You can't blame the kids. And real quick shout out here, Bill Dallas. I see you on the Facebook Live. Vineland Midget Football in Vineland, New Jersey. Thanks for tuning in and listening in to NYSR National Youth Sports Radio, the Kennie Long Show. A lot of people make the argument about, it's not fair to the kids that they get punched because of the actions of an adult. And while I agree, I do agree to some degree, but that's why I put the different levels on there. So now I've got ban the coach and the team only. Just that one particular team, the team that was involved. Because the question comes into play at that point, how long has this been going on with that team, with that coach and that team? Do you vacate their wins? Is this something that a league just says, you know what, we just need to just ban that team because everything they've done up to this point to us finally discovering it, something needs to be done. That's fair to the rest of the league, to the rest of the other teams that had to face these opponents that are clearly cheating. The other level that I gave was ban the entire organization. And I put that level because you hear it all the time. Yeah, if it's happening at the local level, if it's happening at the coaching level itself, then the others in the organization have to have knowledge of it. They have to have knowledge of it. It's not like they didn't know it was going on. So that's where that level comes from. Because if the coach knows it, you better know that the organizational leaders know what's going on. So why not just ban the entire organization? So, and then I did, just kind of as a wild card there, I put other sanctions. Because if there's other things that you can play, like Bill Dallas just put, ban the coach and disqualify them from playoffs and the possibility of a championship. So that allows the kids to still continue to play, which I kind of like that. But, of course, once there's one, the question is, how many other kids do they have on that team that is over the age? And let me bring up the subject that brought this up, the incident that brought this up. In Atlanta, Georgia, there is a team, very well-known team. Everybody knows who they are. They're probably one of the loudest organizations you see on social media, on a lot of these platforms. I see them all the time. I've had some bantering back and forth with them as well, just because it's fun. But they're a very predominant team in the Atlanta, Georgia area. They bump their gums a lot about what they've done, what they do, how they'll beat down on anybody, things of that nature. It's one of those organizations. The Atlanta Ducks apparently utilized an 11-year-old child in a game, and I'm only highlighting just apparently one game. I think there's allegations that this has been going on with them, but I know about one particular game that has really highlighted this. Apparently, they used an 11-year-old kid in a 7 or 8U game. Might be a mixture of 7 and 8U, but it was at least an 8U. We'll stick with just 8U, because that'll cover the 7-year-olds. So an 8U game, they used an 11-year-old player. And the result, there's a video out. And I've asked for someone to send me this video. And I've seen people post comments about seeing the video. And just, they're up in arms. They can't believe that this even happened. It was even allowed to happen. I haven't seen the video myself. No one has sent me the video. But apparently there is a video out there of this 11-year-old taking the football as a tailback, running straight up the middle and literally bowling over these 7 and 8-year-olds. And apparently it's kind of graphic. I think there was a coach that was saying that he must have been the coach of the team or part of the team, that one of the players was injured on the opposing team that got run over by this 11-year-old to the point that he can no longer play football. the young player can no longer play. I don't know if that's just for the season or if he's just done, period. If it was that kind of injury, I'm not sure. But when I hear, and I say alleged case right now because I don't have all the evidence. I don't have all of the information. I'm going based off of what is being spilled upon on social media. And we all know that social media tells the truth, right? If it's on social media, it's got to be true. And I say that sarcastically. Again, let me put the number up. 979-353-4421 is the number to call. 979-353-4421. What are your thoughts on this? Give me a call. Let me know. It's not like I believe everything I see on social media, but, this is not coming just from one person trying to spread something. This has come from several different sources. This has come from several different people who have posted this. Like I said, there's a video out there that shows this. I haven't seen it. I'd like to see it, but I haven't. And Bill Dallas says, and I hope I'm saying your last name right, Bill, you have to implement, let me back that up here. You have to implement an ID system which requires proof of age, school, and the organization must verify. While I agree, Bill, I do agree, and that should be across the board for any and all youth organizations. Now, some of that can get expensive. I can tell you that right now. Trying to implement that kind of a system can be expensive. And some of these organizations, these leagues out there can't afford that kind of a system. But the problem is there's always someone who's going to find a way to cheat the system. Now, I know of several people that run leagues in the Atlanta, Georgia area. I've been to Atlanta. I know some great people down there, great people who are involved in leagues down there. And they're doing anything and everything in their best to try to curtail this kind of cheating that occurs. But it happens. It happens. I mean, I've even seen, I've seen videos of this happening to the extent that they'll do their certification. The Texas Youth Football Association, I think, has probably got one of the best certification systems in the nation, the way they do things. And they use an ID system. They do a certification system. The entire month of August is spent doing nothing but certification in typo. And then during each game, the opposing coach, with their cell phone, they've got access to it on their smartphone, goes and certifies each and every player from the opposing team based on name, age, picture, the whole 9 yards. They got the whole system right there. And they do it right then and there on the sidelines before the game, before the coin toss. And like I said, it's one of the most elaborate systems that I've seen in quite some time. I know Atlanta is trying to do some of the things. Some of the leagues that I've talked to there are trying to set up the same kind of system. But I've seen teams where they've done this. They've done their certification process, much like Typa does. And then all of a sudden, some player shows up. And he's been certified, supposedly. And I'm not saying everybody does this, but, you see these pop-up tents pop up all the time. People throwing up tents on the sidelines for these games. Couple kids come in there. Couple kids come out. One a little bigger than usual. Don't tell me that doesn't happen, because clearly it does. Clearly it does. Somehow the Atlanta Ducks were able to get around this, if in fact that is what they did, by throwing an 11-year-old in an 8U game. Tri-County Midget Football League in South Jersey, they use an ID system. The whole league gets registered and IDs are checked before every game and the opposing team and the refs. And here in Texas, the Texas Youth Football Association, the same thing happens. AAU does ID cards for each child on teams. Same thing. Yeah, but my point is, it's not like that's not happening. You still have cheating that occurs. And you're always going to. Someone's going to find a loophole. Someone's going to find that seam. Someone's going to find a way to get around the rules in order to get a leg up. And the worst part about it is we're talking about